How's it going, car people? It's Lucas here, back with another car review. Today I present to you this 2013 Opel Meriva Life. As always, I will start it up, show you the engine, as well as show you around the interior and the exterior of the car. So, here's the key. It's the GM switchblade key with lock and unlock. So, let's go ahead and get started. If you hold down the unlock button, you can actually roll down all four windows at the same time. And to roll them back up, just hold down the lock button. This Meriva is finished off in a blood orange exterior and comes paired with a dark gray cloth interior, with white and orange wavy line patterned inserts. So, let's go ahead and cut on the headlights, fog lights, and hazards. All four windows are fully automatic. So, let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the Meriva. The Opel Meriva is a 5-passenger compact MPV produced by German automaker Opel from 2003 to 2017. The Meriva saw two generations throughout production. The first generation, the Meriva A, ran from 2003 to 2010, while the second, the Meriva B, ran from 2010 to 2017. In June 2017, for the 2018 model year, the Meriva was replaced by the Opel Crossland X. The Meriva B was introduced at the 2010 Geneva Motor Show and started production in July that same year. While it is mainly known as the Opel Meriva, it was called the Opel Meriva Activan in Denmark, the Opel Meriva Crossvan in Israel, and the Vauxhall Meriva in the United Kingdom. The Meriva B is built on the GM Fiat small platform shared with the Opel Corsa D and has an interior style similar to the Opel Astra J. The biggest difference with the Meriva B compared to the Meriva A is that the rear doors are rear hinged for easier ingress and egress for rear passengers, and a little bit of style. The Meriva B was available with 4 different trim levels: Life, Club, Techline, and SE. On the exterior of this Meriva, you'll find halogen headlights, a chrome front grille, front fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, indicators on the front fenders, body-colored side mirrors and door handles, a single-exit exhaust, and 16-inch 7-spoke alloy wheels on Goodyear Vector 4 Seasons 205/55 R16 tires. As far as dimensions, length is 168.8 inches, width is 71.3 inches, height is 63.6 inches, and the wheelbase is 104.1 inches. Curb weight is 3,104 pounds. This Meriva is powered by a 1.4-liter, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine. It produces 118 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 129 pound-feet of torque from 1750 to 4,800 RPM. It does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 0 to 62 miles an hour in 12.5 seconds and has a top speed of 185 kilometers an hour or 115 miles an hour. With a 54-liter or 14.3-gallon fuel tank, estimated combined fuel economy for this particular model here is 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers or 32.7 miles per gallon. The Meriva is front-wheel drive. You do get a 6-way, manually adjustable driver's seat. You have your slide down there, height adjustment, recline, adjustable headrests for the front, and adjustable seat belts. The door panels are made of mostly plastic. You do have a cloth padded armrest, power windows, window lock, chrome interior door handle, power mirrors, 2 little storage compartments in the door, speaker, headlight switch, headlight leveling, panel dim, mini storage compartment, and another mini storage compartment. This Meriva comes with single zone manual climate control, fan speed, temperature settings, different zones, front and rear defrost, AC, recycling. You have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger, as well as a heated steering wheel. Overall, it's very simple to use. Right here are the knobs and buttons that control all of the different options for the radio. Whenever you change something, it will show up on the display right above here on the dash. When the radio is off, it just shows the clock, the date, as well as the outside temperature. This is the power button for the radio, which doubles as the volume knob. You have the tuning knob, both chrome accented. As you can see, here are all the infos, depending on what is currently playing on the radio. This button lets you switch between AM and FM radio. You do have a CD player in this vehicle, an aux jack. This vehicle does come with Bluetooth as standard. Pressing this phone button will turn on and off the audio of the device currently connected to the vehicle's Bluetooth system. This allows you to select your favorite radio stations. Right here you can turn on and off the autosave for the radio stations. You'd have your eject button, parking sensors, traction control, seat track buttons, your 6 preset stations, sound settings. This button lets you change the language. You can switch folders right here. You have a back button as well as an info button, which will give you all of the radio info more in depth. Power locks. Next to the hazard button. This vehicle is equipped with a 6-speed automatic transmission with manual shiftability and rear parking sensors that turn on upon putting the vehicle in reverse. It does have a leather shift boot. You do have an electronic parking brake. Down here you have your aux jack and a 12-volt power outlet, cup holder, a little bit of storage. You do have an adjustable center console, which can also be removed entirely, just like so. You do have storage underneath. Glove box with a little storage cubby up above. You do get a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped steering wheel with very nice and tight power steering. Turn signal stalk, wiper stalk. The steering wheel is also manually tilting and telescoping. Cruise control, Bluetooth phone voice recognition and audio controls on the steering wheel. On the gauge cluster, you have your speedometer, engine temperature gauge, fuel gauge, speedometer, and a display which always displays the shift indicator and the odometer. This vehicle has 18,000 kilometers on it, extremely low mileage. By using this little knob here on the turn signal stalk, you can change the info you can see on the display. Currently it's displaying instantaneous fuel consumption. You've got average speed, fuel range, average fuel consumption, and also the trip meter. Very simple. And by clicking the menu button, you have the option to do a system reset. Grip handle for the driver, sun visor with vanity mirror, manually dimming rearview mirror, and your front interior lights. All right. So let's go ahead and shut it down, and we'll check out the back seat. As I mentioned before, the rear doors on the Meriva B are rear hinged. They're commonly known as suicide doors, but General Motors refers to these as flex doors. As you can see, the materials on the seats and the door panels do carry through to the back with the cloth padding, storage compartment down below, and the chrome interior door handle. The driver's seat is currently in its farthest back position. I'm just over 6 feet tall, and I've got a little bit of knee room, so as long as the driver's seat was slid a little farther forward, I'd be perfectly okay back here. I do have a good amount of headroom though. So overall, it's really not too bad here in the back seat of the Meriva B. You do have a 12-volt power outlet down below, storage pockets on the backs of each of the front seats, ISOFIX child seat anchors, adjustable headrests, coat hooks for the rear, and some rear lights. This vehicle does have a 40-20-40 split folding rear seat. The middle portion does fold down individually if you ever wanted to create a pass-through to the trunk. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the back seat. Let's go ahead and check out trunk space. Trunk space in the Meriva B is 14 cubic feet. As mentioned before, this vehicle has a 40-20-40 split folding rear seat. It does have a cargo cover as well, but it wasn't in the vehicle at the time of filming. With the seats folded and cargo cover removed, trunk space is 53 cubic feet. Inside the trunk, you have a coat hook, some illumination, and the area for the spare tire under the trunk floor. Like the cargo cover, the spare was also not present in the vehicle at the time of filming. Alright, and that is going to wrap up the review on the 2013 Opel Meriva Life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.